Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your November 2020 Oracle and Tarot reading. My name is Tessa, and this is Tessa's Tarot. Before I go ahead and jump into your guys' reading, I just want to make a couple of quick notes. I am using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck and Influence of the Angels Tarot. It's already pre-shuffled and ready to go, so you're not going to see any shuffling here. But yeah, I already pre-shuffled it. The last reading I did for Leo, energy was like hella heavy. And it was kind of like dragging a little bit, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit more of an active energy with you guys. If you watched your last video, or my last video for mid-October, it was like crazy energy. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. If you haven't and you want to go watch it, like I felt like I was talking at the speed of light. Like, I just felt like I was talking so fast. And I felt this really just like this energy of needing to get things done. Maybe because you guys were feeling the effects of like Scorpio season coming. But also, you might have also kind of been vibing with that Libra energy. Because like Libra is a cardinal. Libra is a cardinal. And cardinal signs are like initiators. They need to, like, they're instigators. So you could have kind of been vibing on that too. But if not, like Scorpio season, it being a little bit more fixed, it's a little calmer. So there is definitely a kind of calmer energy with you guys. But because you guys are a mutable sign, you do like to stay active. You do like to be moving. You're able to adapt to your surroundings. You just kind of like... You like to be in that kind of like constant state of kind of like action. Like even though you're an earth sign, your earth energy is about focusing on like the material realm. It's about focusing on the daily routines, the daily tasks, the tasks at work, the things that you need to get done on a daily basis. So it takes place in the material realm, but you still like to be very like assertive and kind of active about it, okay? Even if maybe you might treat your emotions a little bit more like submissively, and a little bit more, like you might put your own feelings and expressions on the back burner, or not that you put it on the back burner, but like you channel your feelings and you channel your emotions in your work. Okay. So whether that is creative or your job, or if you're channeling it into like more in a way that can help other people, in a way that can help society. Okay, so that's kind of how you channel your emotions. And then what else did I want to say? Yeah, so that was kind of like the feeling that I was getting here. I feel like you guys are like I feel like you guys are handling Scorpio season like all right, there's a sense of kind of like, oh, I've been here before. Oh, okay. There's this kind of sense of, it's like nothing new to you, or it's nothing like, the heaviness of Scorpio season. It's like, oh, okay, here's just another, element in my life that I just have to get through. Okay. So maybe the feelings for you are a little on the heavier side, but I think that there's a deeper understanding and acceptance of like what it is. Okay, of what it is. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. I'm going to be pulling 11 oracle cards, with one card being your underlying energy. The underlying energy is oftentimes something that's either subliminal, subconscious, or completely unconscious. So it's out of your awareness, but it is an underlying drive that is pulling your energy forward. So we're going to pull the underlying energy, 10 oracle cards. I'm just going to start talking as I pull the cards out, whatever comes to me, but I'm just going to kind of keep going and keep pulling them out until certain things come to me. One tarot card. I'm sorry. I like drink a big cup of coffee and I had orange juice and like, I told you the last reading I did for Leo was like super hella heavy. And I also had a phone appointment. I had a FaceTime appointment with my doctor, which kind of took a lot of energy out of me because I haven't talked to a doctor in such a long time. So I had to like tell her, I had to like open up and kind of just tell her all the different things that, whatever, you know, your health, health stuff. You guys understand. You know, you got to put your health, you have to talk to somebody about your health. So, one tarot card for each oracle card, and then I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards at the very end to wrap everything up, see how that underlying energy is pulling things forward. Without further ado, let's go ahead. Ooh, I almost started at the top, and I always start with the underlying energy. Always. Okay, underlying energy, we have centering. So, unconsciously, subconsciously, subliminally, you're probably being driven by the need to align yourself, to center yourself, to achieve like ultimate kind of wholeness, a sense of wholeness within you. There's a sense of just like needing to align yourself. Okay. We have shadow self. Okay, so you might be going through a little bit of a shadow self with this Scorpio season right now. So it's kind of like how I was saying, like, oh yeah, I am feeling the energy, I am feeling the pressure, I am kind of feeling that darker stuff come up, but it's like, I feel like there's this energy with you guys where it's like, bring it on. It's kind of like, okay, let's do this. Let's get this over with. Like, let's bring on the transformation type of thing, okay? There's like a sense of knowing. There's a sense of like, I got this, okay? Discernment, looking at things closer, looking at things from different perspectives, analyzing, okay? So kind of looking more at the details, and you guys are very detail-oriented. You want to look at the nitty-gritty of things. You want to understand things on a deeper level, but also on a broader level. So I feel like this season does kind of give you that opportunity to kind of look at things a little bit deeper, and you open it. I feel like with you guys being a mutable sign, like you're more open to it than other signs. You're more like welcoming of it, okay? And then we have hope. Hope for the future, like, you know, that this will transcend, this will transform. Peace. Once I get to the other side, I'll have more peace. This is such a mutable kind of like, and the reason I feel like I connect with you guys on this level is because like I'm a mutable fire signs, and mutable signs, so it's going to be Virgo, Sagittarius, Virgo earth, Sagittarius fire, Pisces water, and Gemini air. So those are the 4 mutable signs. So mutable signs are very like adaptable. They're able to kind of like take in information and take things in as they come and transcend them and transform them and like bring them into higher states of awareness, because they're kind of adaptable like that. They like, there's a sense of being able to change in that regard. It's just with every single sign, it's going to happen in a different way. I feel like for you guys, it's like, for Virgo mutable, I feel like for you guys, it's like very mental, especially because you're ruled by the planet Mercury, which is about manifestation and mental activity and analyzing. So you're very analytical. So I feel like these kind of transformations take place in a mental level, but also like this idea of centering that you have going on over here, it's also kind of about like pulling it down into a place where you can achieve peace, so you're not so much in your head about it. It's like, and I also feel like when you guys have other things to think about, when you have people in your life to take care of, when you have, it doesn't necessarily have to be kids, like this woman is holding a child, she's like giving peace. But I feel like Virgos, for you guys, when you are taking care of other people, it brings you peace, because you're not thinking so much about yourself and your own life and the shit that you have to do. When you put yourself in a position to take care of other people, I think that's what brings you peace. I think that's what centers you. Because then you don't become so obsessed about your own imperfections. Okay, and then we have adventure. This is a kind of like a restless energy, a need to, go on vacation, a need to take a trip somewhere, a need to just like go out and do something. Celebration. This could be representative of like Halloween, a need to kind of like just go out and celebrate with friends, maybe get dressed up, maybe like party a little bit. Expression, you need to express yourself, to say how you feel, how you think. There's a sense of like energy needing to kind of like, you need to release some of this energy because you guys are mutable. Like, even though you guys are in earth energy and you are like practically minded and you do think about your stability and you think about the things that you need to do on a daily basis and things like that, like you're a mutable sign. So you're very expressive. And maybe there's a sense of like restriction that goes along with your daily tasks. So if you're not like expressing in yourself, and if you're not talking about the things that you're feeling and going through, it can like really build up and start to eat you up. So I think that you really need to go out. I'm really feeling this adventure, this celebration and expression is like this need to go out and have an adventure and like get together with friends and like express yourself. Truth. Maybe a need to kind of like speak your truth. You could have been, maybe you've been building up a lot of stuff inside of you. Intuition, using your intuition to kind of like, I don't know, maybe balance out this truth. And then we have new beginnings. Very cool. A new beginning in something here, using your intuition, finding out the truth about something, using your intuition maybe to make a certain decision about a new beginning. Okay, so that's what the oracle cards have for us. So let's go ahead and jump into the tarot part and see a little bit more what's going on. I don't know why I don't have a glass of water over here. I should always have a glass of water over here. And I'm probably going to take some ibuprofen. Okay. For Shadow Self, we have 6 of Pentacles. This is Moon in Taurus. So this is interesting. So there is part of your shadow self could be this deep feeling that you have like you have to give. Okay? Like it's your duty. Like you have this deep feeling inside of you, almost like it's your duty. It's your responsibility. It's your contribution to mankind to be giving, to offer support in practical matters. Moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus is, so Taurus rules the second house, and the second house is all about practicality, value, resources, possessions, okay? They really value, they hold strong emotional value in the things that they obtain. And you could have some like feelings of like insecurity over this domain of your life. Like, so because you guys are already like feel this instinctual need to like be this productive member of society, to like help other people, to be this like practical level of contribution, you could be struggling with the idea of either like you're not giving enough or you're giving too much. Okay, so it could be one or the other. It could be one or the other. So part of your shadow self could be this struggle that you're not giving enough or that you're giving too much. So it could depend on like what your birth chart looks like and like other things that are going on in your birth chart. But I feel like this is this like deeper part of you that you kind of struggle with on like a soul level. Okay? So discernment, we have King of Swords. This is Aquarius. Ooh, this is a really, really fascinating placement for this card, this King of Swords on discernment, because discernment really likes to like look at things closer. Discernment really likes to analyze things from multiple perspectives to like come up with a conclusion, very much about like deductive reasoning. And the King of Swords, who's represented by Aquarius, he is very much also like a thinker and very progress oriented. He's very mindful of the future. He's very mindful of like how to incorporate new elements of being in society, in the world, in our institutional structures, our mental structures, intellectual, very scientific also. Okay, the King of Swords is very scientific. He's going to go more based off of science rather than religion. You know, he's very progress oriented, very future, very innovative. So there's really like this need to like really understand things on a more like mental level, on a more progress oriented, intellectual kind of future oriented level. Okay, so there's a kind of need to really and to take action based off of your understanding of whatever it is you're researching, whatever it is you're looking at. It could be just in general. You could be really like looking into the future, like you're paying attention to what's going on. So for hope, we have Five of Pentacles, and this is Mercury in Taurus. Now, Six of Pentacles is Moon in Taurus. Five of Pentacles is Mercury in Taurus. So let's talk about that. Just give me 1 second. So Mercury in Taurus. Now, Taurus likes to, Taurians, they value their possessions, okay? They need stability. They need a home. They need structure. They need stability. They need possessions. They are a fixed earth sign. Fixed earth. So they need that. They're also very stubborn. So when you have Mercury, which is your guys' planet of communication, of manifestation, of mental, when Mercury is in Taurus like this, it's kind of like too much of that mind activity is creating a level of stubbornness, because Taurians can be really stubborn. This is almost like, so these guys over here, Five of Pentacles represents kind of like being left out in the cold, not having enough, not having what you need. And these guys are like homeless, but there's a church over here. So there's a sense of like being stubborn. There's a sense of like, well, why don't they just go into the church? Or like there's a sense of not wanting to ask for help. There's a sense of also, it's also kind of a reflection of society as well. Like, well, where are the people, you know, like nobody's communicating. It's like, where's the structure that allows that stubbornness to dissipate? Okay. I don't know, like, how else can I explain it? Because, like, with the Hope card, I think that I feel like with this King of Swords Aquarian energy, you're really looking, I think you care a lot about like what's going on in society. And you know that you can only do so much, and you know that it's going to require faith. It's going to also require faith. You know, with this church over here, it's also going to require faith and hope that the people that maybe you can't help, the people that you're unable to help out, like, it's like you're hoping that someone else will be able to help them. Something like that. Or you're hoping that they are going to find their way. But I feel it a little bit more as like you're hoping that others will help them, but you also understand the need for reform. You understand with Aquarius, we're talking about reform. And change. Breaking down old systems for new systems. So you understand the need. And, you know, with it being like Taurus energy, that energy might not entirely know how to handle that situation. So it's like, with it being your guys' planet Mercury, it's kind of like hoping and wanting some kind of change to happen here. Okay, for peace, we have Three of Cups. This is Mercury, your guys' planet, in Cancer. So this is all about like getting together with friends. This is also like third party. This is like celebrating, having a good time with others, just like, but not just like with anybody, but with the people that you share like a kindred spirit connection with. And like, this is kind of like your peace right now. So I definitely see how these oracle cards are unfolding, and I'm definitely seeing how it makes sense. Like, your peace right now is like being able to go out and just kind of let go. Okay, and just like let go and just like release your emotions, just like have fun, connect on an emotional level with other people. For adventure, we have Six of Wands, Jupiter in Leo. There's a sense of victory over here. There's a sense of achievement over here, okay? So maybe you are like, you want to go out and celebrate an achievement, okay? You're thinking about this energy of like getting together with friends and stuff, going out for drinks or what have you, you know, getting out of the house to celebrate some kind of achievement. And then we have celebration, and we have Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn, and now we're talking about a very multitasking kind of energy. You know, Capricorn, they work towards their success. They are workaholics on some levels. They're about achieving, and they can a lot of the times take on multiple tasks. So when we're putting Jupiter which is the biggest planet in the solar system, it expands. It's about abundance, and we're putting that in Capricorn. We're talking about being able to take on multiple projects, but it can also kind of lead to some stress. So you might have just taken on like another project, or you might be like, you might be taking on like a couple of different things over here, and you're trying to balance the scales. Or if you just reach some kind of achievement, you really want to start balancing out that energy of excitement, and you want to balance it out with like celebration, going out. For expression, we have the Hanged Man, Neptune energy. Neptune energy is about dreams, fantasies, the spiritual realms, psychic awareness. But the Hangman kind of forces us to shift our perspective a little bit. So this falling on expression is like, and currently Neptune is in its home sign of Pisces. So the energy of like illusion and dreams is extra intense. So there could be a need for you to express some different perspectives, okay? You might be feeling an intense urge to express like different realms of thought, different paradigms of thought, different fantasies, different dreams that you might be having, and to like express them and to get them out there so they don't store in your head. For truth, we have the Hierophant. Hierophant, this is Taurian energy. This is also major arcana. This is very much like a spiritual kind of path here. Either spiritual or like religious, but there's some kind of truth here in opening up these realms of expression within yourself. You come to some truth. You come to some kind of higher truth about things. And the thing that you come to a higher truth in takes place in the material world. It could be about institutions or religion, or like in a structure of spiritual expression, because you guys need to kind of like see the tangible aspect of things. It's almost like the truth that you manifest, or the different spiritual ideas and expressions that are taking place within you and perspectives. You need to feel like it has a place in reality. That's how you decipher truth from fiction. You need to see the tangible aspect of it, the reality aspect of it. For intuition, we have Eight of Pentacles, and this is Sun in Virgo. This is slap happy your card. Sun in Virgo. This is where you are the most happiest, okay? It's like working on the thing that makes you happy, like the details of your work, of your projects, whether it's creative or whatever your vocation is, whatever it is that you're working on. That, I feel like that is your spiritual, like, that is where you put your spiritual energy. You put your spiritual energy in your work, in the ability to create a material representation of your craft. So I feel like all that energy that you accumulate, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of that goes into your work. And that's probably the reason, honestly, why you guys can be so detailed, and why you can be so analytical and so detailed and so perfectionistic, because it's like you will put that last little touch. You'll like you'll make it beautiful and it'll come out of you with that, like with that touch, with that spirituality connected to it already. Wow. Wow. And that is why this is the sun in Virgo. This is like, it's like where your beauty shines. Huh. That's fascinating. I like that. Okay. New beginnings, Six of Swords. Mercury in Aquarius. Yeah. New beginnings. You know, moving away from the things that are not fulfilling you and moving towards the things. This is more manifestation. With this Mercury in Aquarius, this is about taking clear. This is the Six of Swords, so this is mental, intellectual. Taking everything you have learned, everything you know, with your mind, and making a choice to walk away from the thing, to move towards that which is going to create the future that you want for yourself. And this is falling on new beginnings. So this is very, I'm feeling this is sort of like in alignment. Okay. So it's like seeing, it's like the guy is pointing to another island. It's like, oh, okay, well, there, let's go take our ideas over there because it's going to be appreciated. It's going to be valued because that is where we want to build our future. Okay, so there's kind of a sense of like movement. There's a sense of movement. It could be physically, like moving to a new location. It could also be mentally, like moving towards a particular cause, moving towards like a movement, like moving towards a new way of life. Okay, so for the final three cards, we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, the King of Cups, Scorpio, and the Two of Wands, Mars and Aries. Okay, this could be a divine partnership over here. I see a divine partnership over here, okay? So I see two people, a feminine and a masculine, really coming together and like creating that central focal point in your partnership to begin this new adventure. So this new beginning, I'm seeing it very much rooted in this established connection that you have with somebody. So if you're in a relationship, or if this is like some kind of partnership, I see this more as a relationship. I see this more as like a relationship between, you know, a feminine and a masculine, and the desire to like be balanced within your guys' connection and to have that feeling of being in alignment with each other. It's like gonna create this new beginning, and your guys are gonna start on this whole new journey. You're gonna start on this whole new path with this like new sensation of being like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this together. This is a feeling of two people really like putting their foot out into the world with this like with this idea, with this sense of like, let's do this, okay? With this sense of like, we're gonna take this energy that we have created between the two of us, this energy that we have fused together between both of us, that we have centered within both of us, and we're going to go out into the world and we're going to create this new path. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing over here, okay, Virgo. So this is the message I have for you for November 2020. Come back for mid-November, December, see how the story unfolds, and I'll check you guys later. Bye!